Have you ever wondered how a brand new business gets off the ground without, just guessing what people want? Well, today we're going to look at the secret weapon for any smart entrepreneur, market research. Let's dive in and see how it works.
Yeah, it's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, launching a new business can feel like a massive gamble. But what if you could stack the odds in your favor before you even open your doors? Well, that's exactly where solid research comes in.
Okay, so let's meet Zara. She's got this brilliant idea for a sweet shop, but she's facing some pretty big questions. Like, what should she even stock? How much are people actually going to spend? Getting this stuff wrong could be super expensive. So she really needs a way to reduce that risk.
And this is where a really powerful tool comes into play. Instead of just, guessing, Zara's going to use something called a hypothesis. It's how she's going to turn all that uncertainty into a clear, testable plan. So, what exactly is a hypothesis? Well, to put it simply, it's an informed prediction. It's not some random shot in the dark, okay? It's a really smart, educated guess that you can actually test using data. It's basically the starting point for finding real answers.
A smart guess you can test. That's it. That's the key right there. It takes a vague worry and turns it into a very specific question that you can actually go out and answer.
Okay, so now it's time for Zora to turn her big questions into a whole series of these smart guesses. What does she actually predict about her future customers and, their sweet buying habits? And just look at how specific Zara gets here. This is so important. She isn't just guessing something vague like people like chocolate. Nope, she's predicting that dairy milk will be the #1 choice. She's making these educated guesses about everything, from weekly spending to extra stuff like milkshakes and even services like gift wrapping. See? Every single one of these is a specific, testable hypothesis. So the big question is, how does she test these? Let's just take one as an example. Her hypothesis is that dairy milk will be the most popular chocolate. How on earth can she find out if she's right before she goes and orders tons of it? Well, this is how she gets her answer. Zara can put together a really simple survey just asking people about their favorite chocolate. And the results? They give her actual data to work with. And look at this. Her hypothesis was totally spot on. The data shows dairy milk is the clear winner. Just like that, she knows exactly what to stock up on. Okay, so testing one guess is awesome. But remember, Zara has a whole list of them. To tackle this properly, she's going to need a systematic plan. And it all boils down to a pretty simple 5-step research process. Think of this as the roadmap to her answers. First, you create the hypotheses, which, hey, she's already done. Second, you design a questionnaire to test them. For that dairy milk guess, she could just ask, which of these is your favorite chocolate, and list a few options. Third, she collects the responses. Fourth, she analyzes the data. And then finally, and this is the really cool part, she can go back to her original list and confidently accept or reject each guess, all based on real evidence. So why go through all of this trouble, right? Well, because getting it wrong means a ton of unsold stock and wasted money. This is literally the difference between just gambling and making a smart, calculated business decision. It's how you shift from pure guesswork to having a real plan for success.
I mean, the difference is just crystal clear, isn't it? Pure guesswork, that leads to high risk and wasted money. But making data-driven decisions, all based on testing these smart guesses, that leads to reduced risk and, just as importantly, the confidence to actually move forward.
Ultimately, this whole process is what empowers Zara. She isn't just hoping her sweet shop is going to work out. No, she's building it on a solid foundation of what her customers actually want. This massively reduces her risk and really sets her up for success right from day one. And this way of thinking isn't just for sweet shops. It's a really powerful framework for pretty much any new project. So I'll leave you with a final thought. If you had a brilliant business idea, what's the very first smart guess that you would absolutely need to test?